Hi guys. Hi guys. I just wanted to do an update video on some of the changes that I've made in my regimen and some new additions and to my face and my hair. I know I posted on my blog some time ago that I had been using the oil cleanse method for my face, and so I've changed that. So I just want to talk a little bit about what I'm doing now. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is that in how I wash my hair. I used to wash my hair in the sink. I would wash it in the sink, put my deep conditioner on, rinse it off in the sink, put my detangler in, let it sit while I jump in the shower, and when I got out of the shower, well, actually at first I would detangle in the shower, and that's beginning to take a little too long. So I just can't keep running water that long. So then I started turning the water off, and I'd stand there and detangle. And I'm like, no, this is not going to work either. So so then what I started doing is detangling at the sink. After I came out of the shower, I would detangle at the sink, and that was good and fine. Until the other week, I did what I just said, and I had so many tangles, it took me forever to detangle. Now, that's the day I did experiment with a castor oil mix and trying to pre-poo with oil, well, not pre-poo, but just do an oil rinse. That's what it was. I was trying to oil rinse my hair, and I did that, and once I put my Tresemme in there, my hair felt so strange, but I had so many tangles, and I attributed it to washing upside down in the sink. You know how your hair is down like that, and I think I thought the hair was getting, it's getting longer, so it's getting more tangled as it's in the sink upside down. So one of the changes I made is that I don't wash in the sink I don't know how. Maybe I'll try it one more time without the castor oil, but I don't know how women with long natural hair do that, because it was a mess to detangle. So the next time I did my hair, I stood in the shower and I very gently just co-washed my hair, rinsed it, and the detangling was much better. It went quicker, and there weren't as many tangles. So I'm thinking that I can't wash upside down in the sink anymore. So I have to just do another way. The other thing is I bought this Shea Moisture Purification Mask African Black Soap. I love it. I love it. What I got excited about is that it has kale and clay in it. And I was excited about that because I look at these videos where these ladies are using the Terra Essentials mud wash, and I started to try that at one time, but I didn't want to pay the money for it, and then I thought about mixing up my own bentonite clay and aloe vera juice and oils and all that type of stuff. I never did that. So when I saw this, actually I had a coupon for Shea Moisture product, and I said, well, let me try this. And I applied this to my hair. What I did, I co-washed my hair, and I used this as the deep conditioner the first time. And my curls were so bouncy, and my hair felt wonderful. It did, I think it cleansed it, but it didn't strip it. Okay, I like the smell. I can't tell you what it smells like. I don't know what the smell is. It's nice in the jar, but once it goes on my hair, it's like not all that pleasant. This is the consistency. So it's loose. And I didn't sit under the heat with it. I just put in a plastic cap, and I sat for about 30 minutes with it. The second time I used it was the other day, and I only left it in for 5 minutes. Now I rinsed my hair. I didn't co-wash or anything. I rinsed my hair, and I put this in. I massaged this into my scalp. That's the thing I like about it. It's supposed to cleanse your scalp. I massage this in my scalp, so I use it almost like a shampoo or a cleanser of sorts, which it does take the buildup off your scalp and your hair. It is just lovely. Now the thing with this, the last time I used it, so I rinsed my hair. My hair it wasn't all that oily or dirty, so I rinsed it, and I left this in for 5 minutes this time. And I rinsed it out. And these curls down here drew right up to my head like this. I mean, they were up there. And the rest of my curls were so light. They were just just with, and you know how when your hair has water in it, you feel the weight, it's heavy, but my curl with the water in it was just light. It was just so light. I loved it. But I don't know if I kind of took out more oil or more moisture than I wanted to, or more oil, because I mean, it's feeling kind of dry now, and this is only 3 days. 3 days. So I think I did not do a deep condition the second time that I did this. I tried a new technique where I put my leave-in conditioner in my hair. I sat under the dryer, the hooded dryer, for about 20 minutes. And it came out, and I didn't like the way my hair felt. I don't think I used enough leave-in conditioner. I won't attribute it to this, but this is it for me. I love it. I also have trying this coconut co-wash or coconut and hibiscus co-wash conditioning cleanser. I don't know what I think about this. This has kale and clay in it also. I didn't buy it for that. I bought it because I saw a very good review on it on Janelle's channel, Kinky Curly Coily Me, and she said that she liked it. So I said, well, let me try it. It doesn't lather. It smells like the rest of the line. Yuck. And actually, I used this the second time. I said I just rinsed, but I used this the second time I used this. So I used this and this together, and that might have been too much for my hair. That's why it felt like maybe it was a little too clean, and my hair just, my curls just drew up just like that. Normally they hang with the water in them, you know. But so I'm going to try this next without this, and I'll use these alone because both have kale and clay. So that might have been a little bit too much for my hair that day. So that's the second thing. I'm trying those two things out. I've also gone back to my old standby. When I first became natural and I first started blogging, I would spritz my hair with a daily aloe vera moisturizing spritz. And I stopped that for a time because I started doing the tightly curly method, and all you use on your hair is just conditioner. And so then once I got the hang of the tightly curly method and I saw that it worked for me, I decided to go back to my, it's based on the Kim A Tube leave-in conditioner. So, and that's all documented on my blog, but I use Tresemme Naturals. I use a little bit of TG Bedhead because of the weight of that doesn't give good slip, the TG Bedhead, but it's got good weight. Good heavy conditioners in it. So I use that, and I am experimenting now with castor oil in my hair. So I have that in my leave-in conditioner, and I've also gone back to, I keep it in this bottle, this spray bottle. This is 1 cup of water. I've used it now, but what I do, I put 1 cup of water in here, 1/8 of a cup of aloe vera juice, and about 3 drops of castor oil. Okay, I just kind of pour it in and drop because it's very thick. I also squeeze in a little bit of Tresemme. So when you shake it up, you can see the conditioner in it. It's coating the bottle. Normally, I don't know, maybe this time I put in a little bit too much castor oil. Oops. But my hair is feeling, I mean, sometimes I feel it's soft as I don't know what. It's soft, and then other times I feel it's like my battery died. So I don't remember quite where I was, but anyway, I think the last thing I remember saying was that I'm going to use this by itself and use this by itself, because I think both of them together were too much for my hair that day. I talked about my aloe vera, and I'm using castor oil in my leave-in. I also have castor oil in my daily spritz. I don't know if that's overkill. So far my hair is doing good. It's feeling good. I love it. I love it. I wish it would stay this full all the time. But it draws up. But this is what I got. Now, on to the next update I wanted to talk about was what I'm using on my face. I used to use the oil cleanse method where I had, I was using castor oil as the soap, quote unquote, and I had other oils in there, shea butter and olive oil. That was supposed to be my cleansing, the cleansing product that I used for my face. And for my moisturizer, I would just put a little bit of raw shea butter, rub it in my hand, and just pat my face as my moisturizer. But I began to get pimples, and I don't get pimples. My skin is dry, I have very small pores, so I don't get pimples. I think that was too much oil for my face or whatever, and it wasn't getting clean, I felt. So I really wanted something with more of a cleanser, a natural, not necessarily a soap, but a natural cleanser. So I ran across the recipe, and this is what I have in here. This is my facial cleanser. I shake it up just a bit, squirt it in my hand once with some water. Maybe twice, and it lathers up. I don't know if you can see that, but it lathers up just enough to wipe my face one time or so, and then I rinse it with water. But what is in here is I brewed a cup of green tea and let that cool off. And let's see, I have my recipe here. I have a 1/4 cup of green tea, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and a 1/4 cup of Castile soap. I have the lavender Castile soap. This jammy. So I'll put all of the recipes on my blog. So this is what I use for my face. I love it. I love it. It's green tea. One more time. It's green tea. I see a 1/4 cup green tea, 3/4 to 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and a 1/4 teaspoon of Castile soap. And then for my moisturizer, where is it? It's an oil that I made up of my base oil for this. I'm not going to be able to show it to you because it's going to run out or spill out if I do. Okay, my oil moisturizer consists of a base oil, a nourishing oil, and then an essential oil. That's optional. The essential is optional. But the base oil, which is my jojoba oil, makes up 2/3 of the product. My nourishing oil I chose as shea butter. Now I took some raw shea butter that I have. I took some of this and melted it down. And that comprised 1/3 of the mixture. Melted it down and added it to the base. And then I added maybe about, it was supposed to be 4 to 7 drops, but I put too much lavender oil in it, I think, so it's a little strong for me. That's my moisturizer for my face. So one more time, it is jojoba oil as my base. That's makes up about 2/3 of the mixture. My nourishing oil is shea butter. That is 1/3 of the mixture. And about 4 drops of lavender oil. And so after I wash with my green tea facial cleanser, I just dab a little bit of my moisturizing oil on my face, and I'm good to go. Let's see. That's all the updates I have for now. I think I mentioned that I hadn't done my tightly curly routine in a while. This was just what I call my lazy day wash and go, my rake and shake. But this came out pretty good. I like it. I don't do a lot of different styles. I'll do twist outs, maybe some braid outs as my hair gets longer. But I really, really love the wash and go. It's not really the wash and go. It's the wash, detangle, section, smooth, scrape, twirl for an hour, hour and a half if I do tightly curly. And then let dry. But I am a wash and go person. I really, really enjoy it. And now that the warm weather is coming in, I'm going to be doing it more often than not, because I can air dry my hair and I don't have to sit under the dryer and I don't have to stay in a warm room. I can just go outside and let the heat of the day dry my hair. So those are the updates. I guess I better sign off because I don't want this video to be too long. I think I was talking really fast doing parts of it so I could get through what I wanted to talk about. And I hope it's not too choppy because I was interrupted a couple times and my battery died. So then I had to go watch a show for an hour so I could get enough battery juice. Okay, so I'll see you next video.